One sunny afternoon, as I stopped by a serene riverbank to rest my tired legs and refuel with a simple lunch, I noticed an elderly woman sitting nearby, sketching the picturesque scenery. Her calm demeanor and the way her hands gracefully moved across the paper piqued my curiosity. I approached her and struck up a conversation. "Your drawing is beautiful," I said, admiring the intricate details of her work. She looked up and smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling with kindness. "Thank you, dear. I'm Margaret. What brings you to this lovely spot?" I hesitated for a moment before deciding to confide in her about my journey, my feelings for Eric, and the pain I had caused Rachel. Margaret listened intently, her expression compassionate but firm. When I finished my story, she took a deep breath and spoke. "Claire," she said, "you cannot undo the past, but you can choose to learn from it and grow. Forgive yourself, and let this journey be your teacher." As we sat there by the riverbank, Margaret shared her own experiences of love, loss, and forgiveness. She told me about the time she had to forgive her sister for a terrible betrayal, and how they had managed to rebuild their relationship, stronger than ever. "Forgiveness is a powerful force, Claire," she continued. "It can heal wounds, mend broken hearts, and bring people together." Inspired by Margaret's wisdom, I resolved to confront the guilt that weighed me down and embrace the transformative power of forgiveness. Over the next few days, we spent hours discussing strategies to make amends with Rachel and rebuild our friendship. With a renewed sense of purpose, I continued my journey, grateful for the lessons I had learned and the friendships I had formed. The road ahead was still long and filled with challenges, but I had hope, and that made all the difference. The miles passed beneath my tires, and with each rotation, my understanding of myself and the world around me grew. The people I had met, the lessons I had learned, and the countless hours of introspection on the open road had granted me a new outlook on life. I knew that I had to face Rachel, apologize from the depths of my heart, and accept whatever consequences came my way. As I approached my hometown, a familiar wave of anxiety washed over me. Would Rachel ever be able to forgive me? Was it too late to mend our friendship? My heart raced as I parked my bike outside her house, took a deep breath, and rang the doorbell. Rachel opened the door, her eyes widening in surprise as she took in my tired, sunburned face. "Claire? What are you doing here?" Gathering my courage, I met her gaze and spoke. "Rachel, I've been on a long journey, both physically and emotionally. I've met incredible people who have taught me so much about life, love, and forgiveness. I'm here to tell you that I am truly sorry for the pain I've caused you, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me." We stood in silence, the weight of my words hanging in the air. Rachel's eyes glistened with unshed tears, and she finally spoke. "It's been a difficult time for both of us, Claire. I won't lie and say it hasn't hurt, but I can see that you've changed. I'm willing to give our friendship another chance, but it's going to take time to heal." My heart swelled with gratitude as I hugged her tightly. "Thank you, Rachel. I promise to do everything I can to make it right." The process of rebuilding our friendship was a delicate one, filled with ups and downs. Rachel and I attended weekly therapy sessions together, working through our feelings of betrayal and learning how to communicate more effectively. These sessions gave us the tools to navigate our emotions and understand each other's perspectives. One evening, after a particularly intense session, Rachel invited me over for dinner at her and Eric's home. The atmosphere was warm and inviting, a stark contrast to the last time I had been there. As we sat down to eat, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the progress we had made. During dinner, we reminisced about our college days and the adventures we had shared. We laughed at our misadventures and marveled at how much we had grown since then. As the night wore on, I felt a sense of peace and connection that I hadn't experienced in a long time. Eric and Rachel continued to work on their marriage, rediscovering the love and commitment that had brought them together in the first place. They attended couples therapy and learned to communicate more openly and honestly. I cheered them on from the sidelines, respecting the boundaries we had established and offering my support whenever needed. As for me, my journey had taught me valuable lessons about love, boundaries, and the power of forgiveness. I had discovered a new purpose in life and was eager to continue exploring the world around me with a newfound sense of wonder and appreciation. With my career back on track and my personal life in balance, I began to plan my next adventure. This time, however, I wasn't alone. Rachel and Eric joined me as we embarked on a 2-week road trip, exploring the country and rekindling our bonds. As we stood atop a scenic lookout, watching the sun set over the horizon, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and gratitude. The journey to forgiveness had been a difficult one, but it had led me to this moment, surrounded by love, friendship, and a future filled with possibilities. Together, we faced the challenges and triumphs that life had in store for us, our hearts filled with the lessons we had learned and the memories we had created. And as we embraced the future, hand in hand, I knew that we were stronger for having faced our past and choosing the path of forgiveness.